Let's move to the next section. We're going to implement the search part. I'm going to get back to the payment method at the end of the course since there is something weird going on with the PayPal. So let's leave it for the last. And now we're going to work on the search part. Let me open the Ready application here so you can see what we're going to build. Whenever you open the search, you're going to have like an empty view. This part we will integrate later on. And we have this button here. When we click, it opens the search area. And when you type something, the search becomes available. Otherwise, it's not possible to click it. So we have a table view here, which basically displays items, for example, like here. So whatever search result is. And then we have the search area, which we can show and hide depending on what the user wants. So we are going to design the user interface first. Let's go to our main storyboard. Let's zoom out and go to our search view here. By selecting my search view, I'm going to editor, embed into navigation controller. So we have our navigation bar on top. And I'm going to put a title here. Let's just align our views. And the title is going to be search. Also, we're going to need a bar button item. So let's get that. And this is going to be a style. I think the search, let's see, search, yeah. We can select it from system items search. And then let's just select our view. I'm going to change the background view to light. This is, where is this? We have OPEX separator, group table view. This is much lighter. So we have our background different in order to have some difference between our title bar and our background here. Then what we need is, first of all, a table view, which is going to be displaying our search results. Let me just put it here. And select your table view, and in measurements, put the row height to 80 points. And also we are going to need a view. So let's take a UI view here. I'm going to put this at the top. So this will be our search area. And the height here is going to be 100. And this part is going to have a text field that our user will use to search, input the search parameters. Let's put a placeholder. And we need a button. Again, this goes into our view. And let's also resize this to be full width. And I'm going to change the button to search. Let's change it to be title. Let's go to title 1. Hit enter, and then I'm going to change the color to be, actually the tint color should be white, and the background is going to be our orange. So this is how it will look, but by default I want to set the background to, I think it's light gray, yeah. So that we're going to enable and change the background depending on our text. So I'm going to select my table view. So since we want to show and hide this view, the easiest way, depending on our button click, the easiest way will be to select our table view and our view here and integrate them into a stack view. So if I say put them in a stack view, so now we have a vertical stack view with two items inside. It's the view, and underneath is table view. So let me open my stack view and make it the size of my safe area here. And also I can add my auto layout constraints. On top, I want to set it to have 5 at the bottom, left, right is going to be 0. So this is our stack view, and now the table view. Let's just change the distance in between. This view is going to have constraints. The height is going to be fixed, and we want it to stick at the top of our view. So I'm adding the 3 constraints, so it stays there. And the inside views, we're not going to add constraints for now. And the other thing we need to do is our table view. So by selecting our stack view, here we have spacing. By changing the spacing, we can make it closer or further away between the two. So let's put like 5 points here. And our table view is now 5 points away from our top view here. So if I put my table view background instead of white, let's put red. Let's go back. Okay, now it's refreshed. And here we're going to have our white background. So what I need to do here is to add a table view cell. Let's just copy this one because this is the exact cell we need. We are not going to redesign it. Just make sure you select the cell, Command C, and then coming back to our search view, select the table view and Command V, and didn't go where it's supposed to. Command Z. Let's just try one more time. Okay, just drag your table view cell under your table because it's adding after our table view, which is not what we want. So make sure the window hierarchy, the cell goes inside our table view, and then you will be fine. Then select your table view, the data source and the delegate we are going to drag to our view controller here. Okay, and that's it for now. By default, this view is going to be hidden, but we want to show it to our user. So I'm going to try and run to see if the visuals are there. Let's go to our search view. This will crash because our table view, data source and delegates were not set. So in order for us to make it work, actually, let's just get rid of this 2 and let's run, and we're going to add it after we run. So we have our table view here, and we have our search bar and the text field here, and also our button. So everything visually works. And now we can come back and set the data source and delegate to be our view here. And then we can move on and create a controller that is going to control our search view.